Hello everyone, today I will discuss the Caroline Age 1625 to 1649. So the Caroline Age refers to the period of King Charles I region in England, Scotland and Ireland. It was a time of political and religious conflicts that ultimately led to the English Civil War in 1649 to 1651 and Charles I's execution in 1649. So here are some major things. The great struggle between the king and the parliament had begun during the reign of James I, and there was very likelihood that it could not end with the monarchy demise. The struggle between the king and the parliament confined largely because of the religious discontent and an increased feeling of national consciousness. His religious policies turned these English Puritan and the Scotch Presbyterian into implacable enemies. Moreover, the ever growing feeling of national consciousness that was diffusing itself through all kinds of people caused them to insist upon a share in the government of the nation. However, Charles I had autocratic tendencies. He, just like his father, was a very jealous upholder by the divines of king and of king's divine right. Propagate, this led to his further unpopularity. In 1629, Charles I dissolved the parliament. For the next 11 years, he ruled without parliament. These years are usually called the 11-year tyranny. During these years, the monarchy implemented political scheme code, the round, which meant the rejections of half measures and the enforcement of obedience. There was a terror punishment. There was a standing army ready to swipe down upon the people who rebelled. The king raised money by illegal taxes and other arbitrary measures. So, some key features of the Caroline Age: literature and drama. So, in literature and drama, this period saw the continuations of metaphysics poetry led by the John Donne and followed by poets like George Herbert and Richard Cashew, Cavalian poets like Robert Herrick, Thomas Crewe, Richard Lovelace, and Sir John Suckling emphasized themes of love, poetry, and academia. Playwrights like John Forth Philip Messengers and James Shirley kept the Elizabethan and Jacobean dramatic tradition alive. Through he decide of the theatres began due to increased Puritan influences. In 1660, monarchy was restored in England. Theatre were also opened in England. Second point, political and civil war. Charles I's belief in the divine right of kings led to conflict with Parliament, especially over taxes and religion. His attempt to rule without Parliament, the personal rule 1629 to 1640, angered many, leading to the long Parliament and eventually the English Civil War between Royalists, are Cavaliers, and the Parliamentarians, those are Roundheads. Third point, religious conflict. Charles I supported of high Anglicanism, and his marriage to a Catholic queen, Henrietta Maria of French, caused tensions with Protestant Puritans. His enforcement of religious conformity led to opposition, especially in Scotland, accumulating in the Bishops' War, which has happened in 1639 to 1640. Our fourth point, art and culture. The period is associated with the Baroque style in painting and architecture Influenced by Charles I's patronages of artists like Anthony Van Dyck and Peter Paul Rubens, the lavish court culture contrasted with the growing Puritan austerity in society. Fifth point, the fall of Charles I. In 1649, Charles I was beheaded on 30th January 1649. With his execution, the office of the king was abolished and a commonwealth or republic was established in its place. Following this, Oliver Cromwell rose to the power and his rule was characterized by political despotism. So, this word you should include in your answer, the political despotism word. Last sentence. This conflict with Parliament led to the outbreak of English Civil War in 1649. After being defeated, he was tried and executed in 1649, making the end of the Caroline Age and the beginning of the Interregnum 1649 to 1660 under Oliver Cromwell. So that's all. Next, I will discuss the Jacobean drama. Thank you.